Welcome back to the shop today. This is Randy again. Today I got a little different project. Friend of mine, he's putting a 400 small block in his truck. It had originally a 4L60E in it with a 4.3, and one of the motors I built he has, and I'm going to put a turbo 350 automatic behind it. And we measured for a drive shaft for the truck. How you do that is you measure from where your seal is on your output shaft to the front face on your differential yoke. You take that measurement and give that to the people who are making the drive shaft, and they'll make the drive shaft the right length. But the problem comes in, they make two different length yokes. They make this one here is actually 6 3/4, and the other one that they make is 5.5 center distance from here to here. And this is the long one. And what happens is he puts the drive shaft in, this output shaft for a turbo 350, is it goes in and it bottoms out against this shoulder here. The drive shaft will fit in the truck, but you've got no movement for the yoke to slide up and down on the shaft. So what I have to do is I'm going to shorten this yoke up, which will give it more travel, and that should fix this problem. So what I have to do is I have to chuck this up in the 4-jaw. Two of the jaws I'm going to grip here with, but the other two are not deep enough to grip on the sides of the yoke here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it centered up with a dial indicator. Then I'll put a steady rest on to support the chuck here, and then I'll machine the end off. At least that's the plan anyway. So I'll bring you over to the lathe and we'll get this set up and ready to go. Alright, I've been dinking around here with this a little bit. I think I got it pretty good. It's got like a I don't think this piece is perfectly round. So it's got like a hump in it. That's pretty good right there. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the steady rest here to ride right about here. And I'm going to machine this end off. Just dial indicator out of the way here. I'll leave enough space so I get my tool in there. Tighten my steady rest here. Right there. All right. There we go. Just like that. All right. Now I'm going to put a chamfer on the end of this here. Down a little bit. All right, put a different tool in here and I'll chamfer for the inside edge just a little bit. Like that. Grab this old output shaft here, we'll see how it fits. Blow them chips out of it. Like that. All right, I'll get this out of here, get it washed up, and I'll see you back over at the bench. Well, that turned out rather well, I think. This is comparing the length that it was to the length it is now, so that should be good. And when I was looking for an output shaft, I happened to run across this one here. This is one that's out of a transmission I had in my Nova. The splines are twisted. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. but the spline's got a twist in them right here. The output shaft spline. They were in it was in a 69 Nova, and I had a 600 cubic inch big block in it with 2 stages of nitrous, running the Outlaw 10.5 class. The car, the fastest it ran was 782 at 185. That was back in like 2004. I ran across this when I was digging for another shaft, because this won't even attempt to go on there all the way. It goes on like that far and stops. So I got to put this plug back in. This plug here goes in the back like that there. Here we go. Tap that here. And I'll take this to the press and I'll press this back down. And that will lock it in place, because I wanted to see how far the spline was actually coming up in the yoke. So I'll press it back down here. That'll expand it back out, and then I can go ahead and put this back on the drive shaft, and we can go test fit it in his car. Well, that's going to be it for this part in the shop today. A little something different. Here's the piece I machined off. Put the drive shaft back together, and it fits perfect. So now when you put the yoke in the transmission, the seal slides up to about here, and after the transmission is installed, your seal is about here. So it's only about a third of the way out, so that should be good. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and we'll catch you on the next one. I'm gonna get ready to go for a ride. I'm gonna go to a friend's house, so hope everybody's having a good Saturday, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.